Hi, how are you? This is Mairead here. I'm going to record a couple of videos describing really the work I do, my beliefs around power and what power are, and in essence that we live in a world where we feel pretty powerless. So my understanding of it is to be powerful, there are four things I need. I need to be in control of myself, I need to have trust in myself, and I need to have faith and belief in myself. Now, they're not all equal. Of those four, control makes up 90% of power. Trust is 5% and faith and belief is 2.5 each. So they're a little bit like a domino. If I don't have control of myself, I can't have trust. And if I don't have control and trust myself, I can't get faith and belief. So obviously the main one that I'm going to be focusing on in these videos is control and my understanding of what control is. So just very briefly, I'm going to tell you my understanding of trust, faith and belief. Trust to me is, if I trust myself, it's irrelevant if the people around me are trustworthy or not. So you often hear people saying, oh, I knew I couldn't trust them. And I'm saying, if we know that, then why are we trusting people? So my instincts tell me instantly how I should react. They tell me whether I'm safe in an environment, whether I'm not, whether somebody is trustworthy or not. And the more we learn to listen to our bodies, the better we get at this. Then faith and belief. My understanding of faith and belief is it's a bit like the law of attraction. So they're quite small. So faith is the belief that anything I need in life I can have, and belief is the willingness to accept it. So let's come back to the big one, control. So what do I mean by control? Well, when we're born, we give control over to our parents. That's a given. They decide where we live, the language we speak, the country we live in, religious beliefs, work ethic. So ideally when I become a teenager or older, I should be starting to take my control back. But the reality is we never do. So what that really means is the more control I've given away to my parents and others, the more controlling I become. And I suppose the way we live today is we think power is the ability to control other people, and I'm saying no, that makes us just controlling, and there's a consequence to that. So if I control somebody, how they are, how they feel, has an impact on how I am. So back to it again, if I'm in control of myself, I'm powerful. If I give away control, I become controlling, and when I'm controlling, then I absorb. So I personally believe 95-96% of what we feel every day is absolutely nothing to do with us. So there is only one downside to being in control, and that is that I'm responsible. So when I'm in control of myself, I'm responsible for myself. When I'm not in control of myself, I blame somebody else. Now, the other videos that I'm going to record, we're going to go into each of those control dramas, and then how we control people with them and the consequences of that, how those control dramas as well interact with one another.